All devotees, welcome to the today's the last session of this series on Vedic cosmology. So till now we have discussed about all the planetary systems in the universe, except actually the hellish planets. So we saw briefly where the hellish planets are located. In the we saw that below the lower planetary system, right? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, and then below that Pitraloka and the hellish planets are on the same realm. So today we are actually going to look into more details about hellish planets, right? So today we have the fortune of having Abhirajit Prabhu. No, he will explain to us. He will walk us through the hellish planets, description of hellish planets. So today's session is Abhirajit Prabhu's session. So I will hand over to Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, Abhiraj Prabhu, so it's your this thing. No onwards, so you can continue. We are not able to hear Abhiraj Prabhu.
Oh, okay. I'll start with the prayers,
Yeah.
and we can continue.
Yeah.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मोगं करोति वाचालं पांगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनकारुणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवम्। ओके, हरे कृष्णा।
Abhiraj Prabhu, your background has gone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
we are
it is.
able to see your room is. We are able to see your room and your children also. Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Prabhu, you can go on.
today we'll discuss the hellish planets, 28 important hellish planets. As Ranchur Prabhu was telling yesterday that there are many hellish planets under Yamaduta, under Yamaraja, but 28 are explained here. So in the Bhagavatam. So in this chapter there is an introduction given by Prabhupada that how we can believe that about hellish planets. So Prabhupada explains here about 3.27 Bhagavad Gita. Prakritiya kriyamanani gunakarmani sarvasha ahankara mudatma kartaham iti manyate. So in this shloka, what Prabhupada is explaining here is that everything is carried out by material nature. See, like any okay. So the any activity we perform, we actually we don't perform, we just desire for it, and actually it is carried out by material nature. So the actually the control of the all the actions and reactions is under the material nature. So material nature, so it will like just example is like when you take a tablet, no, like whatever tablet you take, it will come with side effects. So it will have the benefit whatever you wanted, that benefit it will have, but it also has side effect which you cannot avoid. So like that, Prabhupada is here, he is telling, so whenever there is a action you perform, there will also be a reaction which comes along with. So it will fructify later. Okay. So that introduction is given in this introduction to the chapter. Before Prabhupada explaining this one. So this sentence is very important. According to how he acts, he suffers different reaction in his next life or in this life. So the sufferings maybe in this lifetime or and also next. So there are some scenes you will have immediate effect also, and later also you will have effect. So like that. So the whatever the effects we are going to get, that will be explained in the hellish planets. So actually what happens uh, whenever we read know about this 28 hellish planets, it will be like more or like you will not believe it, because there are so many the what is that punishments. You feel that that is not at all possible, because those are very heavy punishments and human cannot tolerate them. And also you will, it is like unbelievable, most of the punishments are unbelievable. So that's why Prabhupada gives this introduction that anything is under the control of material nature, and she can do whatever whatever his plan has been done, she will execute it. And so to believe that, so Prabhupada has given this reference, that 3.27. So to get more faith on this, we have to read Prabhupada's purport, then only we will be able to realize it and we can understand more about it. Okay. So this actually and one more point is the main important, all the hellish planets whatever we are going to explain, if we follow, if we become a devotee, this we will not be able to see, we will not be able to see this hellish planets, we will not see. So generally these hellish planets, whatever I have whatever listed no here, hellish planets, the sins are mostly done by non devotees. So he some, because for example devotee will follow four regulative principles. Okay, so devotee will be always in the he'll be always in the service of the Lord. So most of the points are not applicable to devotees. So if some of the points are applicable to us, means that we have to improve it or we have to stop it. So then it will not be applicable. Otherwise, it is mainly applicable for non-devotees. Okay, so we'll go through this 28 hellish planets. So what I have done is, so for all hellish planets, I have collected some pictures. Actually, all the statements is there in the fifth chapter and 26th chapter of fifth canto. So it is just a readable. The sin versus the punishment. Only thing is the realize. I mean, how we can understand the punishment is given. That pictures we have to realize. It is very difficult to realize how they will conduct it. So, for example, there is a river of pus stool. We have not seen it. So the imagination itself, it will take a lot of time to understand it. Otherwise the punishment and the sin, and it is directly given, there is no difficult to understand. But the how that punishment is carried out, that is the difficult part we can understand from hellish planets. So we'll just so for that I have collected some of the pictures which resembles the punishment, but actually they are not, these are not authentic, like somebody has not gone to hellish planets and taken the pictures. So it is just a resemblance, whatever it has been explained in the Bhagavatam, the resemblance photos I have taken, but these are not as authentic as we have gone there and somebody has taken, somebody has done. So no, not like that, just a resemblance. So you should not take it as it will be same as whatever he explained here. Okay, and also I am not the authorized for these pictures, I have copied from the internet. Okay, so first we'll go through Tamishra. So this is the first one. So whoever steals another's money, wife and possessions, he will be thrown to this planet, this is the hellish planet. So in this planet, what happens? They'll beat him. The person whoever has so before to, I think everyone knows that when we die, we'll get a pinda sharira, and after that, to get a punishments, we'll get a yatana sharira. So this Atana Sharira it is a special kind of body. I think everyone knows. Just for everyone's benefit, I am repeating it. So this Atana Sharira can tolerate lot of pains, and you will not easily die. So that kind of body is given. So in this current body, human form of body, if you get a pain more than you tolerate, you'll die immediately. So there is a no less. I mean, you can understand that very less pain you can feel in this body. So like that, but this Atana Sharira is mainly given for the pain. The pain, you can understand the pain, but you cannot die easily. So that kind of body is given. So that kind of body, the punishments are given, and this is whatever the person I am telling here is the person who is having this Atana Sharira. Okay, so in this Tamishra planet, they will beat him nicely, and the most of the time he'll faints. So that kinds of beatings will be there, and he'll not die easily. So in this Tamishra.
Prabhu,
So
can you increase the font size, Prabhu?
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Thanks.
Okay. So next is Andhata Mishra. So the difference between Tamishra and Andhata Mishra is there he is stealing, here cheating. So the cheating is more cruel than stealing itself. So this condition is like in the Bhagavatam it is told that it is exactly like a tree. When you cut the tree from the root, so that it will feel sophisticated, or it will feel the breathlessness. That kind of feeling the person will feel there, and he will suffer in that condition. So this is the photo resemblance is given where he will be thrown in the fog where he will not be able to breathe properly. So this is Andhata Mishra. So here Raurava. So Raurava, hellish planet, for the person who is envious person commits. So the enviously you will commit the violent acts against living entities. So this Ruru there, the hellish planets will have animals like called as Ruru. They will resemble like snake, but they are very envious than the snakes itself. So they'll bite like anything. It is not like a normal snake bite. It will be like 1,000 times or 10,000 times more. The biting will be more. So the resemble picture is given here. So where they'll be thrown and bitten by these snakes. Okay. So Maharoro means the same Rorova, but here their animal is different. That is called as Kravyada. So these will be larger than or larger or bigger than this. The same picture, the larger and bigger than this Ruru animals. So they will here also they'll beat. See the beating itself will kill the person. So that too it is a Ayatana Sharira. It will kill. So that is type of punishment is given there. So next is Kumbhipaka. So Kumbhipaka, in I think most of them knows because we have heard a lot of time. So this even in the Yaduraj Prabhu's class, this Kumbhipaka is explained. So for the so who will go to Kumbhipaka hell? So person who maintains the body and satisfaction of their tongue. So here not about this one. What is that? It is not only about non-veg eaters, but also the who will satisfy their tongues, who will maintain their body and satisfaction their tongues, and there later it is given cruel person cooks also. For them also this hellish planets. So there are four types of people who maintains the body and satisfy their tongue: cruel persons, cook poor animals, and birds alive. So these are Kumbhipaka. So them they what they will do, they will cook in the oil, and they will go through the severe pain. So that is Kumbhipaka. So next Kala Sutra. So Kala Sutra and Kumbhipaka, it appears same, but it is a little different. What is that? I'll explain. So who will go to Kala Sutra? So the killer of a Brahmana, whoever kills a Brahmana, he will go to this Kala Sutra. So Kala Sutra is explained as the hell. It will be like this vessel is there, no, that kind of vessel, but it will be a very huge vessel. So like it is explained 80,000 circumference. The circumference will be 80,000 miles actually, 80,000 miles. And it will be so that circumference, what happens, that vessel they will burn from downside also, and the above there will be a heat, sunlight, the huge sunlight. It is not that normal what we get sunlight, no, it is like 1,000 times more, like maybe very near to sunlight. So that kind of why there are two kinds of burning is both, they should burn both internally and externally, because they have killed the Brahmana, because Brahmana will be feel sufferings both from externally and internally. So that's why they give these sufferings from both internally and externally. Like, so what happens, he will walk, he will sometimes sit, he will sometimes walk. So he don't know what to do. So for example, when you go to the fire, you don't know what to either sit or walk or run away. He cannot run away because it is a very huge 80,000 miles. He cannot run away so easily. So he don't know what, he just we have to tolerate the burnings. So this is the Kala Sutra, who kills a Brahmana. So next, Patravana. If a person deviates from the path of the Vedas in the absence of an emergency. So I think this ellipse planet is applicable to all Kali Yuga people because most of them are deviated from the path of the Vedas. So whoever, I mean, in the Kali Yuga, it is mostly applicable to everyone. So whoever deviates from the Vedas, not to, I mean, not to just follow, somebody may be following, but they are deviating also, they will get this punishment. Where, so this is very interesting. They will beat the person with whips. Okay. So then here that there is a no picture of that. He will be covered with the trees. Here the person who is getting beatings, he will have the trees here. The around, I could not get the picture. The trees will have a sharpened leaves, very sharpened leaves. So when they were beating, he will get confused and he don't know what to do. He'll try to run away and he will hug these trees. So by hugging these trees, what will happen? All the leaves will pierce through his body. So that kind of the blood will come out. So much, the whole body will be pierced with leaves, and until he dies, they will not heal him, not leave him. So till his death, this punishment is given. So this is.
Prabhu, one question here.
Prabhu, is it burning question or you can take later?
Okay. I will take notes and will ask later.
Okay. Otherwise, we'll get no time. We'll try to finish.
No problem.
Okay. So Shukaramukha. So this is what they will do here. So I'll first explain which kind of people go to Shukaramukha. So Shukaramukha hellish planets will the government representative who punishes an innocent person or who inflicts corporeal punishment upon a Brahmana. So the person who does this, he will go to this Shukaramukha. Here Shukaramukha is like they will crush him. So crushing he is given, just like in the Bhagavatam it is written as the person will be crushed like a sugar cane to squeeze out his juice out of the body. So this is the relative picture I got where the people are getting squeezed. Okay. So Andakupa. So Andakupa name itself says that it is a Kupa means well. So the who will go to Andakupa? A human being endowed with the knowledge certainly commits sin if he kills or torments insignificant creatures. So this Andakupa, I think we kill a lot of mosquitoes or we kill a lot of what is that cockroaches. So we kill them, bro, because even the knowledgeable person is more, he'll be punished actually. The person who is in not knowledge, he maybe escape this hell, but somebody who is in knowledge that if I kill it, I'll get a sinful life, and then he kills those, then he'll get this hellish planet. So Andakupa is it's just like a what will happen is he'll like whatever animals are going through sufferings, no, like those sufferings he'll get. So here that these animals are killing him. So whatever animals will get through the sufferings, those all sufferings he will get. So that is the next Krimi Bhojana. So Krimi Bhojana is here. It was interesting that even in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada purport says that if somebody does not do 5 kinds of sacrifices, he'll go to hell. And Prabhupada gives that if somebody chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he no need to do any perform sacrifice. But here specifically mentioned that after anybody has received a food, whatever food we received, we should divide it among the guest, old men, children. But without doing that, we simply eat, or if we eat without performing 5 kinds of sacrifices. So I was just searching. So these are the 5 kinds of sacrifices mentioned. What is that? Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitri Yajna, Manushya Yajna, and Bhuta Yajna. So Brahma Yajna is like worshipping, the feeding the Brahmanas. Deva Yajna feeding Devatas. Pitra Yajna is ancestors, feeding ancestors. Manushya Yajna is feeding the other humans. And Bhuta Yajna is feeding other animals which are under your care. So if you don't do all these 5 sacrifices, so sacrifices, so he will go to this krimi bhojana. So in this krimi bhojana, what happens? The person will be in the form of krimi, and the person whoever is the food also is in the form of krimi. So he will also eat the krimi bhojana, and krimis also eats him. So vice versa. So they will he will eat them and they will eat him. So it is like, and also it is 1 lakh yojanas. The distance is 1 lakh yojanas. So every day one yojana he will cover. So to cover this, he has to cover 1,000 yojanas by walking. Then only by the time he will cover the yojanas, then he will come out of this hellish planet. Okay. So next we'll go to. So this is a sample picture, but it will be worse than this. Okay. So this is a Sandamsha hellish planet. So see here, the very interesting point is a person who, in the absence of emergency, if there is a emergency, you can rob Brahmana also, I think. So if there is no emergency, if you are robbing a Brahmana, so there are stories like our Sukhi Jagannath Prabhu explained, no, that story of Ranganath Swami temple, building temple, that one devotee will steal everyone and build a temple. So not if that kind of emergency is there, we can do. But until unless there is no emergency, if you are robbing a Brahmana, not even Brahmana, they mention anybody else. So Brahmana is main, and anybody else if you rob, what is that? The gems and gold. So there, what they will do is they will put a hot any hot metal they will take, and they will touch your skin. So when you touch a hot metal to the skin, that skin will touch to that hot metal and they'll pull it. So like that, they will pull all the bodily skin, and by that time that person will die. And again they will give him new body, and again he'll torture. So like this. Okay, so next, I don't think so you people will remember these 28 hellish planets, but you can just remember, you can just remember the sin and the type of punishment is given to the person. No need to remember the name, but punishment, if you remember, that itself will help us to not to commit the sinful activity. So just idea is to that, right? Just to remember punishment itself will hesitate to commit the sinful activity. If somebody feels, no, if they are committing sin and they are not able to control the sinful activity, they can read this chapter every day. Maybe just translation and the introduction given by Prabhupada. So they can, they can stop you, because it's a very horrible punishments are there. So Tapa Shurmi. So what is Tapa Shurmi? Is a man, the who will go to Tapta Shurmi. It is explained here. A person who indulges in illicit sex. A man and woman are beaten with the whips. So here there are two punishments. One is they'll be beaten with whips. I think the beating with the whips is common in everywhere, all the hellish planets. So I think if somebody has experiences it, they might have know how much painful it is. And they will be made to embrace a hot iron form of a woman. If some person is if a man is if man is illicitly relation with woman, he made to hug a woman with a hot iron. He will be made hug to that form of the iron rod. And if a woman has done it, so she will be made to hug to the man of a form. Okay, so that is. Next we'll go to Vajra Kantaka Shalmani. A person who indulges in sex indiscriminately, even with animals. So for these kinds of persons, so who the lusty persons, what they will do is, the person who indulges in sex indiscriminately, even with the animals. So such kind of person, what they'll do, there will be a tree which has the thorns. So what they will do, they will they'll tie, they will hang him in the tree, and they'll pull the body against these thorns, so that the thorns will pierce the body, and that thorn will, like maybe you might have seen in some Telugu movies and all, so that the thorn will go into the body, and that body will cut into like vegetables cutting, no, like that body will get cut. So like that kind of forcibly they will pull the body so that he'll have a larger pain. So this, I think this for uh, for the illicit sex, there are uh, horrible punishment than any other sin. So that's why Prabhupada has saved us from these hellish planets by allowing us to follow four regulative principles. So by following four regulative principles only, I can see that we are skipping most of the hellish planets. Okay, so next we'll go to Vaitarani. So Vaitarani is a river, actually, river of pus, urine, blood, hair, nails, and bones marrow. So this is also explained in the, in the Yaduraj Prabhu's class. We have heard that we have to go to, when we have to go to Yamapuri, we have to cross a river also that will have the pus and stool, urine. But also there is a hellish planet with this river. So person who is born in a responsible family. So here responsible family is in the Bhagavatam it is explained that responsible family means the person who has a Brahminical qualification, the person who has a qualification of Vaishya, the qualification of Kshatriya. So these are all called responsible families. The person who has these qualities and but neglects to execute his prescribed duties according to religious principle, so that person is put into this Vaitarani river. So this river, so this river not only has this pus, urine, stool, but also there are aquatic animals which live there. So they will kill him. They will also eat him, and so till his death. So once he die, he will come out of this Vaitarani river. So that is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. So here one more time, this is very actually from all the hellish planets here, I here especially that given is he will remember his sinful activities. Here while being eaten by the other animals, he will remember his sinful activities and he will repent for it. But anyway, he cannot escape because he doesn't have human form of body. So only in the human form of body you have given the chance to escape from all these sinful activities. So if you do atonements, so there are many atonements. Like if you take up Krishna consciousness, it is kind of atonement. It is not that you take Krishna consciousness to commit more sinful activities, but if you take a Krishna consciousness as a sense of atonement, it will actually uplift you. So Prabhupada has saved us most of the hellish planets which are mentioned here. Otherwise, you would have gone all to the hellish planets, all these hellish planets. So this picture will represent is again this is the hellish. This is the river where this animals will eat that person. Okay, this is one more picture. So this is Puyoda. Puyoda. So see here, this is important. So for all the before hellish planet was for Brahmana, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, and this hellish planet was for the Shudras. So Shudras, Shudras, he can improve his life. It is not required that he should live as a Shudras only, but he can improve his life. But if somebody does not improve himself and he just lead like a Shudra and are lower than Shudra, he will be sent to a ocean, into the ocean where it is same, the whatever previous is, no, it was a river, here it will be ocean of stool and mucus, same animals will be there and they will eat him. So previous was for the three persons, what are there? Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishyas, and Puyoda is for the Shudras who doesn't improve their standard of living. Like even Shudras can become Brahmana, Shudra can become a Vaishya. A Shudra, at least he can follow all his whatever duties he is supposed to follow. If he follows also, he can be saved from this hellish planet. Okay. So Pranarodha. So for this hellish planet is for mainly for hunters. So hunters not only, so the what is that, Kshatriyas also hunt, but if they hunt according to the requirement, for example, some rishis pray for them that you have to clear there are animals are troubling us. If they are following some rishis or authorities, then they'll not go to this. But some whatever, some Kshatriyas or Shudras, whoever, but if they do, if mainly it is for responsible family, means the Kshatriyas, So if he does hunting without referring to authorities, then he'll be what he does. They will like we have no wheel. That is a what is that aiming wheel. So they will time. They'll tie him with a aiming wheel and they'll pierce his body. So this is the hellish planet for the mostly for the Kshatriyas. So Vishasana. A person who in this life is proud of his eminent position and who heedlessly sacrifices animals simply for material purposes. So whoever that person proud of his position and he will disrespect everyone and he'll just what is that he'll go on telling about his position. He is explaining how his position is very good to the people or his elders, and he feel proud in front of his seniors and all this. Those kind of people are thrown here. They will be given this hellish planet for the punishment. What here the people will kill him giving unlimited pain. So once you die here, you will come out of here. It is not that so many years you will stay here. They'll just if you die, you'll be come out of the here. So they will kill you with a piercing trident I think. Yes. So Lala Bhaksha. So Lala Bhaksha is it is also another kind of river. So for this is also for illicit sex. So responsible man forces his wife to drink his semen, but out of lusty desires to keep her under control. So that kind of person will be given a Lala Bhaksha. So Lala Bhaksha is a kind of river of a semen, and where that person will be forced to drink that semen. Okay. Then next is Shara Meya Dana. So if some person, whoever puts fire to some other's house out of enviousness, and sometimes government officers plunder the businessman with a heavy tax, or they will cheat the tax also. They will they without giving tax, they will take tax personally. So those kind of people will be thrown into this Shara Meya Dana planet, Elish planet, where there will be for each person there will be 720 dogs. So each person will be killed by 720 dogs. So that bind the teeth of the dogs will be like thunderbolt. The Indra's thunderbolt, no, same. So that kind of teeth they will have. If they just by biting, they'll pull out the whole the part of the body, not even the flesh. The whole part of the body will be given out. So 720 dogs at a time they will attack that person and they'll kill him. So that was Sara Meya Dana. Next we'll go to Avichi. Avichi is if some person false witness. If you give some false witness, no, or lie. This one Prabhupada has mentioned that in many cases, if you are doing a nice business, not cheating, but just for your profit or just for your maintaining family, so that you will not get a sin. But here it is like you are cheating the people, you are plundering more money required for you for your living. So if you do that while doing a business, if you cheat, if you lie, and you are earning so much money, then you will be given this hellish planet. And also their charity also. While if you lie while giving charity also, for example, you say you might have 100 rupees, you may say I have only 20 rupees, please take it as a charity. If you lie also while giving a charity, so that also you will get this hell. And also false witness. So false witness also, if you give a false witness to other person, you will be given this hellish planet. So what they will do in this planet is they will be taken to a what is that? They will taken to a mountain. From the mountain, they will throw you down. So the down it will appear like a river, but it will not be a river. From up, you will feel that it is a river, but when you come down, you will feel it is a stone, and you will hit hard to the stone, and you will die immediately. So that kind of so here even he dies, they'll make him wake up again. They'll repeatedly do this. So this is a very heinous, I mean, they're very strong punishment for the liars. So they'll take him up with the mountain and throw downwards. Head will be downwards, and they will throw you. You will feel like you are going to the river. You will taking deep in the river, but that river will be like a stone, and you will hit hard and die. Okay. So this Ahyapana. So Ahyapana, this hellish planet, any Brahmana or Brahmana's wife who drinks liquor is taken by the agents of Yamaraja to hell known as Ayapana. Kshatriya Vaishyas also, not only Brahmanas. Maybe Brahmanas are prominent, but maybe all the responsible families. Here they will, what they will do is hot melted iron mouths. So hot melted iron they will pour into the mouth of that person, whoever has committed sinful activity. That what is the sinful activity? That they'll drink the that our one of the regulatory principle, no intoxication. Maybe the tea and coffee is also included here, according to Prabhupada. So next 22. Kshara Karadama. So here there will be there is a no specific punishment given here. All kinds of punishment will be given here. So a low-born and abominable person, falsely proud and fails to show proper respect to the more elevated. If somebody is more elevated than you, and if you don't show respect to that person, you will be given to this hell. So here there will be like all kinds of, I think all kinds of punishment is given here. No, there is no special punishment. So you will suffer a lot here. It has been mentioned in the Bhagavatam. So next we will go to, so all kinds of punishment is given. Then Rakshogana Bhojana. So Rakshogana Bhojana is a person who kills, and I think nobody is doing in the, I mean, I don't have any experience that people are, that humans are being killed in front of Bhairava, but maybe there maybe people were doing from other yugas, that they will kill the human being in front of Bhairava. So they will be given punishment to this Rakshagana Bhojana hellish planet, where various animals and come and attack you. The whatever way you have killed that person, the animals will kill you in this Rakshagana Bhojana. So then Shula Prota. So Shula Prota is a kind of hellish planet where people of kind who kills the animals to which they have given protection. For example, you have raised some animal, but later you will kill for it. Later you will eat for it. I mean, you will kill it and eat it. So that kind of, so they, what happens? It is mentioned in this in the hell. What is that? In this explanation, it is mentioned that that animal will feel the protection, it seems. So whenever that animal is being protected by that person, it start feeling protection, that this person will protect me, but that person will kill it. So that that kind of interaction will happen between that animal and person. So that kind of people, they will the Yamadutas will pierce with that person with a trident, and they will be thrown into the trident, where they will get punished. I mean, they will get pierced through the body and they will die immediately. Okay, so next one is Dandashuka. So Dandashuka is for the people who are envious. So because of the enviousness, we are here. We are envious of Krishna. I think most of the people in the Kali Yuga will go to Dandashuka. And also not only envious and always angry. If somebody is getting angry, he'll come to this hellish planet. And if somebody is giving pain to other living entities, all mental or what is that? All mental bodily planes fall after death into this hell. So here in this hell, there will be a serpent with five-wooded serpent will be there. It will bite him and kill him. So this is a five-wood serpent eats such animal person just as a snake eats mice. So that person will be eaten by that five-wooded serpent. So then there is a Avata Nirodhana. So this hellish planet, there is no picture I got, but I'll just read it. So see here, the very thing is mentioned. If you receive some grace, but if you just have a cruel glance, you are not committed any sinful activity, but just a cruel glance, just like why he has come, this fellow. If you just have this eyesight, then as if to burn them to ashes, you'll just have that glance, you'll get this hell. Just you are not committed any sinful activities. you have taken care of him nicely externally, but if you just have cruel glance on him, then he'll be given to this hellish planet. Maybe if you're not taken care of guest, that is also there is one hellish planet. But having just a cruel glance also, there will be full of one hellish planet is given. So where
Avraj Prabhu,
yes, Prabhu.
Avraj Prabhu, I think you have missed one. I think in between
Oh, is it
one just before this.
Avata Nirodha. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll read about Avata Nirodhana. So those who in this life confine other living entities in dark wells. Okay. So if somebody is hiding some animals, no, if somebody is hiding animals somewhere like where there is no light or no proper air, for them this cell is given. So this cell is given where there will be this fumes will come in that well. They will throw that person into the well. He'll just feel suffocated. Smoke suffocate them and they suffer very seriously. So how you are closing that animal or any person in the dark room? So that kind of environment is given. But here there is a fume and smoke is there. You will feel suffocated. So you just think this is a yatana sharira which can tolerate higher pains, but if you are feeling suffocated in this body itself means that pain will be very high. So this is avarta nirodhana. Then paryavartana. So paryavartana is just having a glance. So what they will do? They will throw him a hell called paryavartana, where all kinds of animals like crows, no, mainly crows, and come and eat his body, and he will suffer a lot and die. Okay, so next Suchimukha. So Suchimukha is proud. Some person is very proud and who is thinks and who thinks that nobody is equal to him, and he will try to store his wealth and so that nobody will steal it till his death. He'll just store it and like it is like a miser. Somebody is a miser. He will throw on this Suchimukha hell. So here I could not get the picture, but the explanation is that they will thread. What is that? They'll stitch the body with the thread. Whole body will be stitched like a cloth. How we wear the cloth, just like that, the full body will be stitched with a thread so that his full body is covered. So he will have a full pains because the every pore, every spot of the body will be having this pierce, and he will have the full covering of a thread, and that kind of punishment is given, and he will die with that punishment. Okay, so that's it. These are the 28 hellish planets is given. Yeah. Okay. So here the benefit. So what benefit we will get by understanding this hellish planets? So specifically Prabhupada, the Prabhupada has mentioned here to just to understand according to how he acts, he suffers different. So just by understanding that we'll suffer a lot, we can stop. It will help us to stop the sinful activities. That is the first benefit you'll get. The second benefit is it is part of the understanding hellish planet is also a part of the Vishwarupa. It is also a part of Vishwarupa. So the whatever benefit you are getting by understanding Vishwarupa of the Lord, so same benefit you will get by understanding them, and it will help you to explain. So if you feel no, I don't have faith, I'm not getting faith on this. So you better you go through the Prabhupada's purports. So most of the slokas Prabhupada has not given purports, but wherever he has given, it will help us to understand more deeply and get a faith on this. So initially you may not get faith on the punishment levels because what we feel is generally we'll leave this body and we'll have a subtle body. Subtle will not have any pains and pleasures. So this kind of mindset will be there. So to clear that, we have to read this chapter to understand more, and also this by understanding the sinful the reaction punishments. No, you will remember that while doing a sinful activity, it will stop you to sinful activities, and that indirectly will help us to improve our Krishna consciousness. Okay, so if any questions are there, maybe Ranchar Prabhu and Suki Prabhu can answer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, since you have taken the session, you only should answer.
So no, Prabhu. I have not studied much, Prabhu. Actually,
And right now Jagannath is there, Prabhu. So definitely you will be able to answer.
I think Saran Prabhu, you had question, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
You forgot or is there?
No, it's there. Yeah. So all these sinful activities we mentioned, no, Prabhu. So some of them can be, can be committed on the mind level, not on the physical level. Like
Yes, Prabhu.
feeling envious or having attraction towards women and things like that, right? So all is applicable. Like there is always this question comes.
This Prabhu, yeah. Actually, Ranchar Prabhu has mentioned, no, it's like one time I have heard like from Ranchar Prabhu that if you mind level, if you commit some activity, you will not get in Kali Yuga only. Maybe in other yugas you'll get definitely. Only in Kali Yuga it may not be applicable. But what happens, Prabhu? Whenever we have this mental thinking, we'll generally perform the actions. For example, whenever some guest comes and you don't like the guest, you will obviously look at that person very tediously. Correct. It is not that you will hide your sight and also. Generally, what happens? The mental thinking will leads to action generally. Maybe by doing that action, you will get it. But generally, it is told whatever you said is right. Kali Yuga, if you have done some mentally, you will not get sin. But if you done some payas activity mentally, you will get the benefit. That is mentioned. Maybe Suki Prabhu, is there any improved answer?
Okay. The only reason why Parikshit Maharaj didn't kill Kali Purusha is in Kali Yuga, if you think anything about, if you like, for example, any sinful activity or any offensive activity, it will not give you negative sinful reaction unless you commit in action. You commit as action. If it is only at the thought level, you won't get. So in Kali Yuga, there are some exceptions there. But at the same time, if you feel like you are doing some kind of pious activity in your mind, but you might not have put into action, but still, just by feeling like that, just by thinking like that, you are doing some pious activities, you will get the pious reactions. So in Kali Yuga, there are some exemptions are there, Prabhu.
Yeah, one thing I just want to add actually, so as Sabraj Prabhu has told, see actually in Bhagavad Gita it says, no, see whatever actually we think, gradually that becomes action. So that shloka is, Dhyayado Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu Bhajayade Sangat Sanjayade Kama Kamat Prabhu. So basically it says that initially or fall down will start from thinking, contemplating, right? You start thinking something, and then gradually that actually, we develop attachment, and then when we don't get attached, when we don't get it, then we become angry, and then when we become angry, we'll lose our intelligence, memory, and then finally, we fall down. So that is a sequence of process. So explicitly it is mentioned. If you just think, we don't get actually reactions. But but we should avoid the thinking because gradually, it actually somehow it will materialize, sooner or later. So that risk is there. Yes, Prabhu.
Thanks, Prabhu. Prabhu, one more question. So dying in the hell means like after they get the punishment and they die, right? So again, like is it like the punishment is finished or they will have to take another, like how is it like? How do we, because they already died, they are going to hell to to get the punishment, but then what does it dying in the hell mean actually?
So Prabhu want to say, so basically my understanding is that, see, basically, they won't die easily. Okay, so even if they die, see, die is like most of the cases, what is mentioned is that the time spent in the hell is very long actually. So they say, millions of years, kind of, it's a different time scale, but so you, even after doing so many things, actually the person doesn't die is most of the cases is what I understood. Because the die, as you told, die is kind of already the person is from a material perspective, he dies and then he goes to hell. But in hell, he gets a different body, which actually, is not easily killed. So he suffers there eternally, a very long period of time. He will not die easily.
Yeah. So dying mentioned here is, what I read is like that body, whatever punishment they are giving, so that becomes what is that? It is like, for example, they'll cut into pieces so much that body itself will not fit for giving next punishment. So then they'll allot him a next body and give punishment. So like they're changing the body there.
Yeah.
Maybe, so that
punishment is actually, so a small thing. That's what punishment is not very. It's very long actually. It's not short. So they will suffer for very long period actually in the hellish planets. So most of them it is like that actually. So Sugi Prabhu may want to add something. You can add.
Actually, not all the souls will go through all kind of sinful reactions as a punishment in hell, Prabhu. So it's very difficult to answer. Whatever my understanding, I will tell. I asked the same question to many devotees, senior devotees. So they said, even our Yaduraj Prabhu, who from Malaysia, he came, right? So he said, some of the sinful reactions they will go through as a punishment in hell. But there are for some sinful reactions they have to go through in this land, which is called field of activities. Or Bharatavarsha is called field of activities. So here only either you can do pious activity or you can do sinful activity. So you can create your own karma. Basically, you can create your own karma. So for some kind of sins, they have to come back and they have to suffer here in this field of activity. For example, if you go to Swargaloka, you are going there only for enjoyment, nothing else. Apart from the demigods who are in charge of this universal affairs, all the souls who are traveling to higher planets only for enjoyment. Whatever allocation they have got, so they will go there, they can enjoy. So it doesn't mean that they have to be only like they will keep associating with a beautiful woman or they will keep drinking the wine. It is not like that. Even you can take birth as a bird also in heaven. You will enjoy that weather. You will enjoy flying across the gardens. Very peaceful atmosphere you will enjoy. And at some point of time, when the karma is over, then they will push you into the cloud. From the cloud, you will fall through the rain, and you will touch the ground, and you will enter into the grain. And there, a man or woman will eat that grain. Then you will thereby you will enter into the womb of either one of the mother. Okay, so like that, what happens? So you are traveling to higher planets only for enjoyment, nothing else. Similarly, you are going to hellish planets only for punishments, nothing else. So then there you can create the karma. So the main karma for a human being that they can create is this Bharatavarsha. Hence Bharatavarsha is called field of activities. Field of activities means where you can perform activities which will produce reactions. In other planets, it's little less actually, little less. According to allocated karma, you enjoy or suffer, you come back. But here you can create your own karma. So there are some sinful reactions where you have to come here and you have to go through pain here. For example, you might have cheated someone. So for let's say 100 karmas are there, and one of the bad karma is you have cheated someone, and you may not go through the same punishment in hell. You may come back here, take birth, and whomever you cheated, by that person you have to get cheated. Or when you cheated that person might have gone through some pain, right? The same pain you will go through by getting cheated by others. So some of the karma you will definitely get punishment in hell. Some of the karma even you will get punishment in earth by taking lower kind of body. So Yaduraj, the same question was put to Yaduraj Prabhu. If a person has little punya and he has lot of sinful reactions waiting for him, what will happen?
So, bro, just like you will die there and again come back here and again die here and go there like that, huh? Something like this.
No, I didn't. Okay, but let me complete. But I didn't understand your question fully. So Yaduraj Prabhu said, if you have little pious credits, so you will go to heaven. It is not absolutely where Indra stays. Even in Bhumandala, we have several other heavenly planets. You will go there, you will enjoy for some time, then come back. Then for your sins, right, you have to suffer. So then you will take a very low kind of lower body, and where constantly suffering, whole life constantly will be suffering. You may not have proper internal sense organs. You may not even able to eat properly. You might be handicapped, very ugly, and people will keep torturing you. And you might be doing some kind of labor work, or even you might have money, but constantly will going through various pains. Like in astrology, they will say, "Purva janma kritam papam, vyadi rupena bhadyate." Whatever in earlier life you have done very severe sins, that sins, in order to go through that reactions, you will get very severe diseases, very severe diseases. If you go to government hospitals, this skin section, cancer section, you can see the persons. You can't even imagine also. I have seen some pictures also. People they don't have this chin available in their face. The chin has been completely cut off. Their teeth and throat is visible. And whenever they drink water, right, they cannot drink like us. Directly put inside the throat quickly. They even cannot swallow properly. Directly they have to throw the put the water like into the throat. So Yaturaj Prabhu said, sometimes we will go through the all the punishments in hell. Sometimes the same punishment you will go through in this field of activities. You go to these African countries, if you get half liter of water to drink, the whole day it is like a heaven for you. It's very hard to find even little drop of water. I have been to Africa, that's why I am commenting this. After going there, definitely one will feel that this place is nothing to do with earth. Definitely this place is like a hell. What time, if it is a woman, 24 hours, if there is a question mark on security. 50 people will come and they will misbehave with that woman and they will chop off their head and they will go away. If you are a man, anytime the dacoits will attack you and they will force you to join their party and you have to be a slave. To enter any part of Africa, that is how the life is. So some of the sinful reactions, you will come back to this field of activity, this land which is called the field of activity. Here you have to come and go through. Aparajit Prabhu, you were asking some question.
No, Prabhu. That his question was what do you mean by dying in hell? So that I was just
Okay.
understanding that.
Continue.
No, I was just what I understood is dying there and coming here again. I'll go die here and go there. So like that, it is that dying means changing the bodies. That's what I understood.
Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
So there, dying means, I think in one of the purport it is written, where dying means, now when you leave this body, whatever feel you will pain, right? The same kind of pain again and again you will be feeling that. Somewhere I have read this also.
Okay, I think So any other questions are there? I think Sharon Prabhu is left.
No need to worry. Though we have discussed about the hells, after this only Parikshit Maharaj is asking. After hearing about the hellish descriptions, Parikshit Maharaj really got afraid, and he asked, if a person who falls on the well, fell into the well, while trying to climb 4 steps, he is falling down 5 steps. When he will be able to climb up? It is a practical question, right? In the well, 100 steps are there. I am trying to climb 4 steps, but I am falling down again and again back to the ground. So it is like a Kunjara Sauchat he is comparing. I know the sinful activity is going to produce sinful reactions. I know, because in this world actually 80% of the people knows, yes, it is going to create reaction, but still they are not able to control that desire to perform that sinful reaction. So then only this Ajamila pastime is coming into picture. And many times we have heard Ajamila pastime also. Next week maybe our Aparajit Prabhu or Ranachot Prabhu, anybody of you can take this Ajamila pastime. Because that Ajamila pastime, 6th canto, 2nd chapter, it says, एतं परमं गुह्यम् इतिहासम् अगापहं शृणुयात् श्रद्धया युक्तो यश्च भक्त्यानुकीर्तयेत् न वै स नरकं याति न क्षितो यमकिङ्करैः यद्यपि अमङ्गलो मर्त्यो विष्णुलोके महीयते. This confidential, because this confidential historic narration of Ajamila has the potency to vanquish all the sinful reactions. One who hears it or describes it with faith and love is no longer doomed to hellish life, regardless of his having a material body, regardless of how sin he may be. So even the Yamadutas, simply by hearing the pastime of Ajamila, we will not enter into hellish planet.